Hi, kindergarten friends. It's time to read some nonfiction text. We are going to read to learn about two kinds of birds today. And as we read, we're going to compare the facts that we learned. That means, just like Jake's stinky shoes, we're going to be looking for how these animals are the same and how these animals are different. So let's see what animals we are going to learn about today. We are going to be learning about the Arctic tern, which we talked about last week, and a bird called the puffin. I'm looking at their pictures and I actually see something that's already the same. But most importantly, we're going to read to learn facts. And then we're going to think, what is the same about those facts and what is different? So let's get to our first section of our text. We are going to read about the Arctic tern's body first. Then I'm going to read to you about the puffin's body. And we're going to think, what is the same about their bodies and what is different? So let's get started. Arctic terns are seabirds. That means they live by the sea. There are 13 to 15 inches long, 33 to 38 centimeters long. They have red beaks, black heads, and gray bodies. Their tails are forked. I see they kind of look like a fork. I wonder why they're like that. That's a really interesting fact I learned. So an Arctic tern is 13 to 15 inches. It's a seabird, red beaks, black head, gray bodies, and a forked tail. Now let's read about the puffin's body. Puffins are black and white, ocean birds. Their beaks are large and colorful. A puffin's wings are short. Their feet are orange and webbed to help them swim. They are about the size of a parrot. All right, so I learned that they're black and white. They live near the ocean and they have colorful beaks, webbed feet. That's interesting to help them swim. So let me think about those facts. Well, I definitely heard a couple things that were the same. The Arctic tern lives near the ocean, and the puffin lives near the ocean. I also heard that a puffin has a colorful beak, and so does an Arctic tern. Those are the things that I heard that were the same, but I heard some things that are different. A puffin has webbed feet, and an Arctic tern does not. And the reason the puffin has webbed feet is so it can swim. That's what makes the puffin different than the Arctic tern. But I heard something different about the Arctic tern. The Arctic tern has a forked tail that the puffin does not. And actually, I'm thinking of something else that's the same. They both have black heads. Wow, there are things that are the same and different. All right, let's keep reading those facts. All right, now we're going to read about their habitats. Habitats are where they live. This says the Arctic tern migrates each year. We've learned about that. That means they go someplace where it's warmer. From April to September, Arctic terns live near ocean water in Europe, Asia, and North America. From October to March, they live near Antarctica. That's interesting. let's learn about the puffin's habitat. Puffins live in cold northern areas. They spend most of their lives alone on the ocean. In summer, puffins nest in large colonies on sea cliffs. Well, that was definitely different. So let's go back to our chart. One thing I heard that's the same is they both live north. Something that is different that I heard is the Arctic tern migrates, but the puffin lives in colonies, in nests. So there's things that are the same about where they live, and there's things that are different. All right, let's learn about what the Arctic tern eats. Arctic terns eat fish like herring and cod. They eat crabs and krill. In warm weather, they hunt for worms, insects, and berries. I remember learning that fact last week. Let's see what the puffin eats. Puffins eat small fish like sand eels and herring. Oh, that's a little bit the same and different. They catch fish with their sharp beaks. They can carry many fish. They use their tongues to push fish into the top of their hollow bills. Ooh, that's really interesting. They can carry a lot of fish. All right, let's think about how they're the same. Well, I heard they both eat small fish, and one of them, or they both eat herring, which is a type of fish. The other thing I heard is a little different. Puffins eat sand eels, but Arctic terns eat berries. The text did not tell me that puffins eat berries. So that's a little different. All right, let's look at one more part of the text. Let's learn about their life cycle. Arctic terns build their nests near water. Each clutch has 1 to 3 eggs. Both parents feed and care for the baby chicks. Arctic terns live to be about 30 years old. That's pretty old for a bird. Interesting. Puffins dig burrows in rocks or in the ground. The female lays 1 egg. In about 48 days, a chick hatches. In a few weeks, the chick can fly. It leaves the nest. Puffins live about 20 years. Oh, well, I hear something that's the same. They both lay eggs, but an Arctic tern lives up to 30 years, but a puffin only lives about 20 years. So boys and girls, it is so interesting to think about these two birds. They are both different types of birds, but there are things that are the same and things that are different. So boys and girls, you're going to continue onto your playlist and you're going to compare 2 other polar animals. So boys and girls, have fun comparing, and I can't wait to see your ideas. Happy reading.